Hi, everyone. Welcome again to a Monday where we pause for clarity. This is the platform that I use to give you some advice and where we talk about neuro life coaching and about life in general. So today I'm going to talk about Valentine's Day. And you didn't get the flowers, you didn't get the chocolates, you didn't get anything for Mother's Day, and you didn't get anything for Father's Day. Although you are married or although you are in a partnership, but the fact is that you don't feel seen and you don't feel heard. And that could be hard, right? But what I want to do today is I want to shine the light on this in a different way, just to maybe change your perspective a little bit. So I want you to imagine for a second that you were given a human and your only job is to take care of this human. So we are finished with parenting, we were raised, and we go out in this world and we are trying to find somebody that who is going to carry us. We are trying to somebody who is going to take care of us. We are trying to get somebody that is going to buy us flowers or chocolates, or somebody that is going to be there for us, to show up for us. But we are our own human. So the only person who can truly take care of Antoinette is me. If you had to wake up every single morning and you would ask yourself, how can I take care of this human of mine? How can I take care of myself? How would that change your life? If you had to ask the question, what do I need? What do I need for my human today? You don't need anybody else to make you happy except for you. So do you sit with triggers? Yes. Well, that is a blessing. Why do I say that is a blessing? Because you are in a relationship. You are married. That is what relationships are for. It is there to bring out triggers inside of you. The point that I'm making is that you will get triggered, but it is your responsibility because everything starts with you. Because if you can get to a point where you can understand where your triggers are coming from, if you can understand that this is a trigger, that means that there is an opportunity for you to grow. That is an opportunity to work on yourself. So instead of pointing your finger to the person next to you, why not become quiet and ask yourself the questions and sit with your own feelings? Ask your human, what is it that you are truly feeling? What is it that you need in this moment? Is it something that you are not getting? And since when have you felt like this? Where didn't I get this feeling or this need that I have? Sit with the questions. Because you only have two choices. You can choose love or you can choose fear. Or you can choose love or you can choose fight. Or you can choose to work harder on yourself because I promise you the rest will follow. So are you going to walk around this week with resentment boiling inside of you? Or are you going to turn and start loving yourself? Start focusing your energy on yourself and what your needs are for yourself. Look, I get that this might be a total new concept for you, but I want you to try it because you are living with yourself 24 hours, 7 days of the week. It is only you, me, myself, and I. And most of our thoughts, what are the thoughts that is occupying your mind? Well, it is negative, or it is self-limiting, or it is bad. And that is what we create all day long. That is the energy that we are sitting with, especially in our relationships, all day long. So you can play the victim, and that is the stories that we play out in our heads all the time. Or you can take responsibility for how you show up in your relationship and how you show up in this world. The problem is we don't take the responsibility. We are playing the victim all of the time. And in reality, we have to take responsibility. And when you really get that, that is when your life is going to change. Yes, Antoinette, but you have no idea what my husband is like. Or Antoinette, you don't know my wife. You're quite right, I don't know them. But that is a trigger for you. And And triggers are great. It's a blessing for you. We are made to grow. We are made to bear fruit. Life is going to bring you triggers to get you to where you need to be. So get out of your head and get into your heart. Does this mean that we need to tolerate bad behavior or abuse? No, that is absolutely not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the question that you should ask yourself is, are you taking care of your human? That is the question that you need to come back to. Is this good for me? Because the reality is if you are in a good space, your partner or your spouse is going to be in a good space. And how it plays out is you can tolerate a lot more. And you can actually give your partner space where if they are having a bad day. So the responsibility lies with you, not with your partner. So maybe you do need boundaries in your life. Boundaries are not there for the other person. Boundaries are there for you, for your person. So how does that play out? Well, there are questions that you can ask. And the one is this who I am? In whatever situation you are in, is this me? And am I turning or acting in a certain way that is not me? Because if you are not authentic, if you don't look after your emotions, you will sit with resentment. So can you see how you need to change your energy? Can you see how you need to change your focus? Because if you don't choose yourself, you will sit being unfulfilled, you will be frustrated in your relationship, and you won't grow. So you don't feel appreciated. Love yourself. Love yourself. Sit with yourself. Take care of your human. I saw it this week in my practice where I have 4 clients that have worked on themselves. They have done my program, and their husbands, all of them, all 4, are signing up for my 12-week program. The rest will follow if you work hard on yourself. But really, the responsibility is we need to move away from playing the victim to taking real responsibility for our lives. And I also want to say well done to these men for taking the step, for working on themselves, because they are not just working on themselves, and this goes for both partners. They are working on their marriage. They are working on a life together because they are actually growing together. And that is what makes meaningful relationships. So if you have any questions for me, or if you have a specific topic that you want me to discuss, please use the link here below and send me your questions, and I will see you next week, Monday, to Pause for Clarity.